So we're here today with JR LaRose. JR has just come back from our communities where he did some wonderful presentations and gave our communities some strong messaging. JR LaRose is one of the key people behind the Don't Be a Bystander initiative. So I'm very fortunate to be here with JR to ask you some questions. So welcome, JR.
Awesome, thank you.
So the first question I have for you is, what one key lesson that you have learned in your life that brought you to where you are today?
For me, the reason why I do the work that I do, we talk about violence against women, is I've seen it firsthand with my mother being abused, talk about the residential school, but also in relationships that she's been in with other men. My sister was in abusive relationships. I myself was abused as a young kid. So one of the things that I've learned is to not be silent and hold all of that hurt inside. Because when I've held all that hurt inside, I've hurt more people. But now that I've been able to, I've been given this platform, I'm able to speak out about these issues, speak out about being more than a bystander and breaking the silence on violence against women. I've been allowed to heal myself as well. And to know that there's so many other young people, not just young people, but people in general, that have faced with things that I've faced with. But the biggest thing is letting them know it's okay to talk about it. Mm-hmm. That's the only way we can heal, is by talking about the stuff that we've gone through.
Oh, great, thanks. Do you have any advice for young men who are feeling angry and that they may be prone to use violence? Do you have any advice for those young men in our communities?
Don't be afraid to ask for help. I think that's the biggest thing. I think men in general, we're very prideful people, proud people. One of the things I've noticed is at a young age, I've hurt a lot of people because I didn't ask for help. Mm-hmm. But when I was able to ask for help, I was able to break so many barriers, so many walls, and change my whole train of thought, because I thought I could do everything on my own, but I don't know everything. I like to think I know everything, mm-hmm. but I really don't know a whole lot of stuff. But when I was able to actually swallow my pride and ask for help, that's when I was able to really move forward, especially in my healing process.
And I think that's really important, especially for you, being a BC Lions professional football player, to be able to be man enough to say, hey, I need some help. I think that's a really good message for our young men out there. Do you have any suggestions or advice for communities or community leaders as to how they can help people not to just be a bystander, what they could be doing to help heal our nations, what they could be doing to help our young men not be so angry?
I think there needs to be more programs provided to help the perpetrators, the people that are the ones that are doing the violence. Because if we continue, we need to provide services and help for the people that are being abused. But if we're not helping, we're not rehabbing the person, the perpetrator, then all they're doing is they may go to jail, they may be removed from the community, but they come back and they're still a toxic person. And you're putting a toxic person back into an environment where they're going to be able to continue to hurt people, because now they have all that resentment, they have all that anger. So there needs to be more programs where we're able to help guys that are the perpetrators to really rehab them.
Great, that's really good. And I think that's absolutely right, because they are the ones that are forgotten. And yet they are victims of violence themselves usually. We understand, impacts of residential school, being multi-generational, and whatnot. So I think those are really good key pieces. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for all that you've done for our communities.
Thank you.